My name is Sally Stefova. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for International Armored Group. This is maybe the 5th or 6th edition of the show that I've been coming to, so I have seen it transform over the years. Every 2 years we have the pleasure of being here. IAG is one of the leaders in the market when it comes to both tactical and commercial armored vehicles, whether it's a 4x4 platform or a 6x6, or a couple years ago we also introduced an 8x8 platform. We continue to be innovative. We always look for new technologies. Places and shows like this are a great platform for us to see what is new on the market, how can we incorporate that into our vehicles, what are the latest technologies, survivability, protection, and anything else that we can implement and offer to our end users. So we continue to be a leader in terms of innovation and how quickly we adapt, because with some of the larger companies out there that have been around for a long time, they move at a much slower pace and it takes time with R&D. With us, we're very quick from the design concept to come to an actual prototype and then a fully functional model. There's multiple factors that would contribute to that. For one is we've been in this industry, in this business for almost 30 years now. We have a lot of feedback from our end users. We have been able to have our products operate in multiple hostile zones, Middle East, Africa, all over the world. So we get feedback from different type of situational teams and how they utilize it, whether it's special forces, whether it's army, tactical teams to police units. So we take that feedback and we incorporate it into modifying, improving our models. So if you bought a Guardian APC 15 years ago, the model has gone through multiple variations and multiple adaptations and improvements over that decade and a half to get it to the model where it is today. And again, that brings me back to my previous comment about being quick to adapt, speed, and we ultimately listen to our end users and we incorporate their feedback into our production and our models. So we have facilities that nowadays that are located in the United States of America. We have United Emirates. We have our newest facility and biggest to date that we inaugurated 2 years ago in Bulgaria, part of EU, NATO, and we also have another facility in Turkey. So with our footprint, global footprint, we're able to respond to different needs, different end users, different threat environments, and because we have multiple production facilities, if there is a geopolitical event happening in one part of the world, we can continue to manufacture, shift production to another facility without interrupting the supply chain, without interrupting the end product being delivered to where it's needed most. We operate from 4 production facilities. We have a big capability. We manufacture across all facilities, are able to manufacture up to 250 vehicles per month. These are some of time frames that are maybe a little bit foreign to some of our end users, especially in the European market. Most people are used to very long cycles, very long lead times. So when we tell them that if you have the need today, we can deliver vehicles before the end of the year, they don't believe us at first. They say, how is that possible? The problem is because, as you mentioned, the threat environment is adapting so quickly. If you order a vehicle today and you see it 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road, that is no longer relevant for the threat in place. And we've seen the changes with the conflict in Ukraine and how everything is evolving. So you, as a manufacturer, you cannot be behind the curve. You need to be a leader and be able to deliver in time so that as everything changes, you can continue to adapt and change your product line accordingly. Well, with our facility in Bulgaria, and Bulgaria being a big EU member, obviously we all know about the SAFE program and all the European nations are trying to up their defense spending, increase their capabilities so they can protect themselves for whatever the future threats may be. So Europe is now a very big market, and I think there's a lot of vendors, a lot of suppliers that we can all work together as an industry to create something that, again, going back to the threat and the escalation and the multiple changes that we're seeing of how combat takes place nowadays, it is important for a company like IAG to be able to work with the latest technologies, with other industry players to meet the evolving demands of the European Union and obviously worldwide.